The astronaut's visor flickers. Then he's gone. No engines, no vibration, just silence. One moment he's tethered to orbit, the next he's on Mars, dust rising around his boots. The module still floats in Earth's sky, unaware. Space bent itself, not time. The teleport station hums with electric veins, pulsing like a second heart. The astronaut steps out, his eyes blank, his suit hissing with Earth-yaw's air. A faint shimmer clings to his skin, like heat mirage over sand. The crew watches, uneasy. Something crossed with him, something wrong. A week later, the world is hooked. A grandma sips Martian tea beside her grandchild on Europa. Scientists chase comets, asteroids, storms. Then, in Tokyo, a man vanishes mid-sentence. No sound, no light. Just a chair, still warm, and silence like a door slammed in the universe. Then it happens again. This time, an entire shuttle vanishes. Hundreds bound for Alpha Centauri, just gone. Mission control freezes. Holograms go dark. Cups hang mid-air. A tablet drops. Alarms die. No sound, no signal. Just a silence so heavy it feels like the sky forgot how to breathe. Mission control goes dead. Lights die. Engineers watch empty screens where a shuttle should arrive, but nothing. No signal. Silence stretches. The server hum fades. A clock ticks louder. A man in a lab coat walks by his desk. His name is gone from the roster. No one moves. No one speaks. The vanished return wrong. A woman clutches a 1987 shuttle stub in a cornfield. A boy floats in oversized gear. A father stares at a child who isn't eating his break, eyes full of another life. The teleporters are just breaking time. They 3 breaking people. A man steps from the shimmer, cradling a toddler who ages in seconds. Nacy, hair gray, face crumpled. A mother arrives to find her colony in ruins, her name rusted on a forgotten gate. The teleporters don't just move people, they erase their place in the world. The teleporters begin glitching, crews vanish mid-transit, some return years later, others never. Time itself seems to bend. What if vanishing rewrote moments in history? What if you blink out just before disaster, or after a two's already struck? The universe plays a cruel trick. No one knows the rules. The first vanished traveler reappears, but decades older, on a silent Earth. Martian dust stains their suit, eyes haunted. The city behind them is dead, domes cracked like eggshells. Not a return, a warning. Their breath fogs in the thin air, a last echo of a world that no longer breathes with them. Mission control scrambles, travelers vanish mid-transit, their destinations left eerily untouched. A botanist pees our Villian 90s. A botanist gloves rest in a Martian greenhouse, her scent lingering in the air. The voids are precise, deliberate. Someone is rewriting the map of space. She returns home, but no one is there. The porch swing still sways. His boots sit outside the door, dusted with starlight. Inside, the dinner table is set, cold stew at the center. The house is quiet, not empty. Itinge is holding its breath. She calls his name. The sound vanishes into the walls. She walks into the living room and freezes. Her husband sits by the window. Another appears behind him. Then a third, doubly older, younger, different. The teleporters can Saya choose. The house cracks. The sky flickers. Clocks melt. Her reflection splits in the mirror. The air hums. Something is unraveling. The shuttle glides through orbit, unaware of the shift. One by one, crew members vanish, pilot, engineer, their chairs still warm. A scientist turns, sees her fading coworker like a shadow at noon. She reaches out. Her hand passes through empty air. The shuttle groans. The sky frays. The last crew are ghosts in a machine. The shuttle is full again, but not with the same people. A man grips a child whist, both lost in the mirror's silent reflection. The scientist is gone, replaced by someone else, someone with a voice that doesn't ga fit. Names dissolve. Identities blur. One by one, they become strangers to the lives they once knew. The first station to go was on Marzi. Its domes blinked out like old film. Control panels died. The sky blacked. Then Earth Hour beacons winked, then vanished. A woman in a lab coat steps out of a vanishing terminal, her scream trailing into silence. The world isn't game moving. It's ours being erased. The final crew vanishes mid-stride, suits and all, swallowed by a sky that no longer holds planets. Their destination flickers, then unravels like thread from a broken tapestry. Dust storms freeze. Time itself seems to pause. Then, like a snapped rubber band, the stars snap back, rewriting the universe, one blink at a time. Then came the first ghost arrival, a man who returned to Earth, face aged like forgotten parchment, eyes hollow, standing on his childhood porch, calling out names no one recognized. His daughter was a stranger, his wife, dust. The town had moved on. Time had not. The true horror emerged through a child. One morning, her father returned from Marseille, but she didn't know him. His face carried the memory of a daughter long gone. His hands trembled with time stolen. She drew her family. He wasn't an Nene. There. Her mother-see's eyes told the truth. She had seen this before. Teleporters began reporting unstable time pockets. A man arrived on Europa, still young, his wedding ring warm. Another landed on Alpha Centauri, old, a stranger in his own body. Some returned younger, but their memories didn't yen. They blinked into existence like broken clocks, showing different hours. When crews re-emerged after vanishing, they were strangers to themselves. One returned as two people, a man with no memory of his life, staring at his hands as if they belonged to someone else's, while a child, his face pale and wide-eyed, watched silently from the reflection in a nearby mirror. No one knew which was real. No one dared to ask. Then came the last vanishing. Stations blinked out, mid-transit smoldering platforms, tangled cables. A technician raised his hand to check his watch, then nothing. No signal, no return. The sky above him rippled like hot pavement, reality cracking under the strain. They were found, easing, scattered, like broken pieces of a shattered mirror. One man materialized on a dead moon, gripping a wrench, eyes wide with silence. A child blinked into a red storm, breakfast-stained shirt still damp. Deep in a ruined colony, a scientist whispered to a dead intercom, chasing answers no one could hear. A pattern emerged. Those who pushed teleportation too far vanished piece by piece. Fingertips, then voices, then names. A traitor lost his laugh. An engineer faded from memory. The universe didn't punish. It simply unmade. Every act of defiance left behind ghosts half remembered, half real. The final crew walked under twin suns, dust binding their boots like rusted armor. No engines, no gates, just a slow, heavy march across Mars. Time bent, space folded. They were the last to walk where stars once burned. Shadows stretched thin, fragile-ish, as if the ground had forgotten to hold them. A team volunteered for one last teleportation test, 10 jumps in an hour. But when they vanished, nothing replaced them, only static. Their suits stayed, still warm, eyes frozen mid-blink. The console flickered. The air buzzed. The future had left no trace, just echoes in the machine. The chamber was silent. His suit glowed faintly, static, clinging to the fabric like cold fire. Boots hovered, mid-step, frozen in a pause that never ended. No warmth, no breath, only a ghost of energy, a voice left on record, waiting for someone to answer. Then the stations blinked out, mid-transit, mid-air. One moment they pulsed with life, the next, just empty void where colonies had thrived. The silence spread like spilled ink. The network unraveled. Each e-sign not with a scream, but a breath stolen. Each lost station a missing beat in the galaxy Hiyashi's fragile rhythm. The teleporters blinked out, and with them, the last tether between worlds. Mars cities dimmed like candles snuffed by wind. Ships in orbit hung frozen, crews vanished. No light, no sound, no trace. Just absence. Space felt smaller, quieter, like the universe had forgotten how to hold on to the places we once reached. The dust cuts their boots with every step, sharp as glass. A cracked screen glows with their only destination. Two suns arc overhead, casting shadows like unanswered questions. The silence is heavier now. No engines, no countdowns. Just footsteps and the weight of a world learning solitude. If the universe won't slow, match its rhythm. Walk not through sand, but starlight, each step a heartbeat in time. What if a journey no longer blinks, but breathes? The stars would be felt, not seen, underfoot in every breath. What part of space travel would you make instant? Keep that answer. Another story begins next.